All right, here we go. This is Dave Wakely, there's Kevin, and this is a B at 9. Welcome to Creative Weekly. Let's do this. I'd say let's do this time. All right. So everybody, colour has been fantastic. Amazing. A very, very good week. A smoothest ever. What I love doing, and a big win for me, was having all the media set up and the sound set up, because then people like Kevin and the teams that were there serving the kids, playing and singing and leading and playing guitar, could just go ahead and minister. Sometimes we've had problems with the technical side of things. This year was the best ever. So thanks to everybody that's been involved. Coming up this week is the second colour. So if you're around Hills, we'll see you there. And also coming up is Easter. I want you to make sure you know when the services are on your campus, because every campus is different. For example, on the city campus, Good Friday is morning services, early childhood only, 1 hour long at Danks and Doody. Then Saturday is normal services that we do here in Danks and Doody. And then Sunday we're over to the Entertainment Centre, or the QCUA, which are formerly the Entertainment Centre. So that's very different from Hills, from Brisbane, from Melbourne, from everywhere else. So make sure you know what's going on. Most likely, though, our Good Friday will be 1 hour services, early childhood only, which primary kids sit in. Now, that was the D there I was supposed to be playing. Today's topic is all about navigating songs. I noticed during Colour, in one of the meetings that we're in, I was there. They were singing a worship song, and I just felt like the kids weren't quite with them. I was watching them, maybe 25% of the kids were really engaged in worshipping. But my problem was all of the worship leaders had their eyes closed and they're worshipping God themselves, which is excellent, lovely. There's the pose. But they were missing what was going on right in front of their eyes. I want to give you a little bit of a hint, a tip to help this, and I want to give you a bit of encouragement to try this out. These things we do that are very different than leading adults, and this is one of them. You wouldn't do this in an adult service. It would be very, very strange. What I love to do, even when I'm preaching, is I'll crouch down. If the kids are right in front of you, crouch down to their height, their level, look them directly in the eyes, and I'll literally carry on preaching to all of the kids while I'm focusing on a few kids, especially if they're misbehaving or just not really there and kind of pushing their friends. Another good way to do it is just walk around the crowd and just tap them on the head, tap them on the shoulder, maybe touch their hand, or just grab their hand a little bit and just keep talking. Don't acknowledge it, don't tell them off, just keep going, but take a little moment to let them know that you're there. And this was really good for praise and worship, so I'd recommend, especially if you're a worship leader and you have a headset on, which I highly recommend if you can. I couldn't do preaching with a handheld to kids, and I especially don't think I could do praise and worship, because I need these hands. I need to express what's going on, and I need them to help me keep kids engaged, right? Walk around the crowd. Imagine leading praise and worship with your kids. They're all standing there, especially in a worship time, walking around through the crowd, walking around, tapping a few on the head. Let them know you're there, crouching down, singing directly to them. All these little things help, and you wouldn't do that with adults, but you would do it with kids. So I highly recommend you try that out. It'll help you do a better job and engage more kids, especially in worship. Dear. So here's the B, and then you can go to the E by doing this. I'll need to practice this.